Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Borton with the Dragontree, and I'm going to talk to you today about the fire element as it's understood in Chinese philosophy. So the fire element, which is exemplified by that big ball of fire hanging over us, the sun, has a number of qualities that are some of the loveliest qualities of life, and they include its luminosity, or a luminescence, or whatever the word would be, the fact that it is light, and the fact that it's warm, and the fact that it's expansive and it's inclusive. So in the same way that the sun doesn't exclude anyone from its light and its warmth, the same is true for the healthy fire element as it's operating through us. And the main organ of the fire element in the body is the heart. So the heart is the means by which we experience this lightness and warmth and love. And it's interesting that the word light is used as both the opposite for heaviness and for darkness. And it's both of those things. It is a characteristic of weightlessness and of illumination, where there's nothing hidden. And in the same way, the heart is considered to be connected to the tongue energetically in Chinese medicine, and that's supposed to give us the capacity to speak from our heart and to speak the truth and to spread warmth and light and love in the world in that way. And the heart is considered to function at its best when it's open, and in that way it is able to be inclusive in the same way that a bunch of people gathered around a campfire can be inclusive. If you were to pass them, maybe they'd say, "Come share our fire," and the fire itself is kind of something that illuminates and sort of gathers in the darkness and brings people to it. So even though the heart works best when it's open, we all kind of have a tendency when we feel life is hard on us to reflexively kind of close up the heart. And I actually think that this psychological closing of the heart so that we don't have to feel what doesn't feel good is probably part of the reason why heart and vessel disease is the major killer of people in the Western world, that our vessels become closed down and our heart itself becomes occluded because we don't want to feel. And one of the best ways to turn that around is to really accept and love and be warm with all parts of yourself and all parts of the world by not closing off to any elements of ourselves or the outside world because in whatever way we don't accept them, we don't like them, we reject them, but instead to imagine that we're like the heart that needs to circulate its blood to every part of ourselves, and that we do so. We regard the whole world and all the parts of ourselves as part of an extension of our own body and our own circulatory pathway, and we don't deprive them of our acceptance and our warmth and our light.